I want to thank the Shandong MOFCOM for the invitation to speak today, and want to recognize Shandong MOFCOM for all the good work that you're doing to promote and for your interest in better ties between the United States and Shandong. It's no secret that right now the relationship between China and the United States is tense politically, and those of us that are in the business sector really are trying to work around that to make sure that the commercial ties between the United States and China remain strong. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is the world's largest business organization, representing the interests of about 3 million U.S. companies, big and small. And we are very pleased to work closely with our affiliates in China at the AmCham China, based in Beijing, and want to recognize their close engagement with Shandong recently, particularly with the municipal governments of Jinan, Yantai, and Qingdao. The reality is that the U.S. and China are bound together now by more than 40 years of commercial relations, and our trade relationship has gone to almost nothing in that 40 years to being one of the most important in the world, if not the most important. The U.S. companies export a lot of goods and services to China, and Chinese companies do the same to the United States. U.S. companies and Chinese companies are heavily invested in each other's markets, but we need to do more. We need to make sure that U.S. investors see a very positive business environment in China, and likewise, we want to make sure that Chinese investors in the United States see a good opportunity and good environment for their investment in the United States. I think one of the things that we want to see as part of this is the commitment of both the U.S. and Chinese governments to maintain the progress and maintain the momentum that was undertaken in early 2020 with the establishment of what we call the Phase 1 trade agreement, which involves a series of exchanges between the United States and China that really would improve significantly the U.S.-China trade relationship. There's more to do, obviously, but we want to make sure that at a minimum the Phase 1 agreement is abided by in both Beijing and in Washington. We think that despite the tense environment is the way to make sure that we're pressing forward and there is positive momentum in the relationship. U.S. businesses are heavily present in Shandong. Some of our best companies, our best members at the U.S. Chamber, are invested and operate in Shandong, and are very happy with their experience in the province. Whether they're in technology, in healthcare, in financial services, in advanced manufacturing. I think U.S. companies recognize the strength of the province as a manufacturing and technology powerhouse. I want to recognize the Shandong strategy to replace old growth drivers with new ones. I think that from the perspective of the U.S. business community, that strategy makes enormous sense, and want to encourage the Shandong government to continue to open up further to foreign investment and to pilot new policies that lift market access restrictions. Want to recommend that the government continue to facilitate a stable and predictable commercial environment and ensure that national treatment of both foreign and domestic companies is maintained at both the central and at the provincial and local levels. I think the most important thing is continued engagement. between the United States and China, between our companies and your companies, between provincial officials and officials and business people from the United States. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we were unable to travel to Shandong at the moment, but really do want an opportunity to go back to the province and not only enjoy the excellent food there and the excellent weather, but explore more opportunities for greater engagement in Shandong. The U.S. Chamber well, I hope you will think of the U.S. Chamber as a resource for your needs, and want to reiterate our interest in promoting mutual understanding and supporting business cooperation. I want to thank everybody for the time today, and want to congratulate the conference and wish you all success.